What's up, guys? I'm finally back to doing this stuff. YouTube, right? Now, this video is not going to be my usual kind of video. And let me explain why. This video, now, again, as I said before, I'm recording on my iPad, not a computer, so I cannot edit in pictures and crap that pop up. But, basically in this video, I'm going to personally rank from worst to best Mass Effect Legendary Edition romances, and I'm going to give my reasonings as to why as we go along. Now, as you all know, for those of you who like me have played Mass Effect probably a bajillion times, playing through all 3 games, mainly 3 and 2 for me, but that's besides the point, you know there's a total of 18 romances. Now, I know there's some of you that will disagree, but do not fight each other in the comments otherwise. Say, this is my personal opinion on ranking the Mass Effect Legendary Edition romances. Sorry, y'all. Alright, let's get started. Number 18, Jacob frickin' Taylor. Now, for those of you who are like me and wasted your time with this romance, you know why exactly I'm saying Jacob Taylor is the worst. Crap, I gotta find a better way to do this, actually. Right. Shoot. Oh gosh, that ain't gonna work. It doesn't turn over properly? Crap, it doesn't. Alright, good enough. Oh. Bugger off of you, light. Stupid glare. Frick you, iPad. There we go. Anyways. Now, for those of you who wasted your time with the Jacob Taylor romance in 2, you know exactly why I'm putting him as the worst. Because as you find out when you rescue him later on in the storyline in 3 as female Shepard, because it makes more sense in my opinion. Anyways, you found out that son of a gun cheated on you with Dr. Bryn Cole. At some point between 2 and 3, I think it was. Now, let me clarify. Companion-wise, in 2, he's an excellent companion, in my opinion. But as a romance, he's a... I can't say that. He's an idiot. Now, 17, for frick's sake. 17, Morinth. Now, I have not done this romance. I didn't even know it existed until recently by watching a video. So I did some digging into it. God's sake. God's sake. Freaking I'm gonna have to leave like that. Stop freaking sliding, piece of junk. Anyways. Now, and I also didn't know she could be a companion. I don't know how and I don't care. But Morinth, yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people already know why I'm saying Morinth, at least the ones that did it. Because she can kill you. And she's also the only both romance option and squad mate that can kill you for some reason. Now, I don't know that much about the romance. So if there's anyone that knows much about this romance and wants to let me know whether or not she's good or not, let me know, please, in the comments below. Anyways. Now, this will shock a lot of people. What I'm about to say here. 16, Samara. Now, and the main reason I'm saying that is because as the ones of you, whoever you try to romance her, you'll know that she rejects Shepard. Because she says, in another life. Or another lifetime, I can't remember which it is. She's the only one that rejects you, and that's why I have her 16. Now, she's an amazing companion. If you prefer Asari companions, she's excellent. Alright. A lot of people are gonna hate me for this one. But I've gotta say it. Yeah, I remember who it was. 15, Samantha Trainer. Only because, like a couple other characters that were new in 3, you didn't know much about. You didn't know much about her. Even as you talk to her through the storyline in 3, you still don't learn that much about her. Now, I do love that she's. I do love the fact that she's a female-only love interest. I do like that they add her for that. But her storyline should have been a little bit better. But overall, a good character in general. 14. This is going to irritate a lot of people. I already know it. Caden Alenko. As a love interest, oh boy. In the first game, he just felt like any Soldier USA. In the second game, whether it was him or Ash, they were barely in it, as you know. In 3, they did better with him, but I just never saw the point, personally, of Caden's romance at all. Let's see here. 14. Javik. Yes, last protein alive. I'm putting him at 1 above Caden. I'm even trying myself at this point. The reason being, yeah, I don't really get it. I do like the last protein alive thing, but I hate the thing I hate, which is probably a lot of people hate. He keeps on when the constantly say primitives, where he's acting like the proteins are still above everyone. You know he's the last one alive. But that's besides the point. All right, next at 13, we have James Vega. Like Samantha Trainer, Lieutenant James Vega was a brand new character in 3. He was never in 2 or 1 at all. He was a brand new character. And again, Caden may be a biotic, but James has I'm a little bit more interested in James, but mainly as a companion. I did the romance. I tried to figure out how the heck to do the romance, and then I found out you could only do it in the Citadel DLC, which was annoying. Even then, it doesn't really feel like James and Film Chef really love each other that much, to be honest. Now, 12. You gotta remember who it was. Oh yeah, Sha'ira. Only reason she's at 12 is because she has an interesting story in the first game. But otherwise, yeah, I didn't really see the point in hers. It's just a one-time thing anyway. Right. Oh, I'm trying to remember these characters at Pingwazu. $11. Kelly Chambers from 2. Now I know a lot of people are going to be pissy about this one. But yes, she's a big key in 2, but in 3 she has PTSD and everything, and even if you're even if you're in romance with her or not, she's not big key in 3. I don't know if you even get much from her. And you can only romance, the only way you get to have her as a romance person in 3 is in 2. You do it in 2, and you have to sacrifice, I think, the crew members anyway. That's a few moments from Kelly, yeah. I never saw her as a big key in 2 at all, even though she was mainly there. 10. Ooh, trying to remember characters sometimes. Trying to remember characters is not easy. I'm doing this based on memory for the names, by the way. And it's not the flipping easiest thing in the world. 10. Yes, I know who my top 4 are, and there's going to be a lot of people who disagree with my first 2, but I'll explain that in a second. 10, no. Bugger, man. Why is it so hard to remember? Now, can't remember these names, it's pissing me off. You know what, I'm going to tie Andromeda in here, actually. 10, Leon Costa. Nothing more to say. Good companion, a strange lover. 9. Veteran Nix. Smuggler. Romance is okay, but could have been a lot better. Let's see. 8 belongs. What's in here? Whoa, almost got. That might work. Nope, it's falling forward. 8. PB. A lot of people will get angry about this one. I personally put her under, not in top 5. Because I personally could never get that interested in PB. 7. Carrie, I think's her name in Andromeda. The reporter you talked to. I like the interview spots, but I can never get myself attached to her. Number 6. I'm adding a few of these in because, frick, I can't do it. 6. I'm gonna do the Angaran, the female Angaran that owns that museum on the Aya in Andromeda. I don't remember her name. Again, decent character, but can get attached to her. Number 5. Cora Harper. Now I don't have Jaw on this list, and I'll explain when I'm done. Cora, in my opinion, is the best person you have as a companion and romance option for male rider in the entire game. Well, best teammate with female rider, but you know why you can't romance her, because she's a male only, but still. Cora has, in my opinion, the most romantic romance in the entirety of Andromeda, and she's probably the number 1 companion for anyone. Unless you prefer her, then that's your choice. Now, on to the top 4. Number 4, Tali Zora Voss Normandy Voss Raya, whatever her first last name was. Now, I know some people are not gonna like this. Yes, she has an excellent romance, but I personally think her character could have been better, personally. Now, on to number 3, which I know some of you people out there are gonna be pissed. Ashley Williams. Now, much better than Kaidan, in my opinion. Unlike Kaidan, she's not forgettable. In fact, I love her character. But, like Kaidan, you can choose her to live or die in the first game on Vermeer. Or is it Ilos? Either way, you're choosing one of those 2 to die. Number 2, Miranda Lawson. A lot of people are going to be stunned by this one, being so high, but I loved her character completely, and I thought her romance was excellent. Number 1, I know some people are going to give me some hell about this. Jack, number 1. Personally, I think her romance is the best of all, but I think, in my opinion, she should be, like Thane Krios, yeah, which I'll explain him in a second. I'll explain why I forgot him in a second. She has an excellent romance. She's tough as nails and tattooed and everything too, but I'm gonna quote my father in this one. She's like anyone else. She's broken and needs to be fixed. And you just need the right person to fix you. And for Jack, that's Shepard, if you decide to pursue a romance with her. Overall, excellent lines in 2 and 3. Excellent story. She's a complete badass of a badass biotic, basically. And if you're in romance with her, she's completely loving. And that's my rankings for the romances. And now it's time to explain why I didn't put in Jaw Almodarov or Thane Krios. My reasoning for Jaw not even being in there is because I loved having him as companion. He was a hell of a person to fight with, but whenever I was a female writer, I didn't feel a romantic relationship attachment at all. And Thane Krios, one of the reasons I forgot him is because accident, and the other reason is because, as you know, he died in 3 if you saved everyone, because he gives his life to save, whether you have the male Solarian counselor or the female Solarian counselor, he dies, giving his life to save them. But I know some people get pissed, so my reasoning behind not putting Thane in my 18 it's only because he died. If he lived, now I know you died from Kepler syndrome, but if he died just from the syndrome and not from the fatal stab wound from Kai Lang, I would put him probably 5 or even 4. But yeah, that's what I think about the Mass Effect romance tier list. About 18 through 1. And explain why Jaw and Thing weren't in there. Let me know if you agree with me, or personally who you think should go 1 through 18 in Mass Effect romances. So yeah, that's about all I have for y'all today. See ya.